Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about this week, so buckle in. First things first, apparently, Raw stands for rematch. I mean, we're talking 4 more rematches, matches we've seen for weeks now, on the first episode of Monday Night Raw in front of fans. Not exactly what I would call smart booking decisions. Booking, by the way, yeah, that's going to be a major talking point in this week's video. I am back. No more work-related issues that are keeping me away from doing these videos and recapping the red brand. I picked a good week to come back. A lot of news here. First things first, you know what to do. Click the button. Subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel for more content like this, plus exclusive interviews and so much more. Now, let's get right into it. I'm Ucchino. Here is what Raw got right this week and what made me go, God damn it, Goldberg again?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Yes, that's right. There were a few more returns last night, including the aforementioned Hall of Famer. I'll get to that in a few minutes. Lilly also showed back up. I'm not going to get to that at all in this video. I just don't have time. I want to start, though, with Nikki A.S.H, your new Raw Women's Champion. She cashed in her newly won Money in the Bank contract on Charlotte Flair to capture her first ever singles title last night, and damn it, you just love to see it. Now, Charlotte defended against Rhea Ripley in the main event in what was basically a court-ordered rematch from Money in the Bank. She ended up getting herself disqualified. The Nightmare got pissed, attacked Charlotte after the match, and left her laying, and then you know the script from here. Nikki's music hit. She flies down to the ring, hands the ref the briefcase, the bell rings. Nikki, top rope, super crossbody splash. 1, 2, 3, and Nikki A.S.H is your new Raw Women's Champion. Now, I hate to be this guy, but man, did I call this going down or what? Check the tape. Seriously, look back a few weeks ago, right after Nikki qualified for Money in the Bank. I may not have directly said that this would happen, but this is exactly what I said should happen, and I am so happy that WWE went this direction. First off, hell yes, Nikki Cross. Good for you. I am so damn proud. Now, you can be one of these guys out there on the internet who's bitching every week, hashtag not my Nikki. I'm gonna choose to be ecstatic about this because Nikki A.S.H went from being off of TV for months, couldn't catch a break, to coming up with this idea, pitching it, taking a huge risk by putting it on TV and pissing off the Sanity faithful out there, and now she is Raw Women's Champion. I've said it 1,000 times since this character debuted. Despite what the vocal minority says on the internet, this is a brilliant gimmick, one that is very marketable to the younger audience and comic nerds out there especially. Superheroes, other comic book characters are huge, thanks in large part to the MCU. Bigger than they ever were, bigger than way back when Hurricane and Mighty Molly were around. The merchandise possibilities alone are endless. This is a money character in the literal sense, but for it to work, you needed 2 things. 1, someone who believes in this character as much as Nikki A.S.H does, and 2, very strong booking. WWE has followed through on their end. All of a sudden, this is a winning formula. Congratulations again to Nikki A.S.H. John Cena opened up the show this week to another huge pop and gave a short and simple reason as to why he is back in WWE, and I loved his explanation. Plain and simple, Roman Reigns is an asshole. Not sure why that needed to be bleeped out, though, by the way, because we could clearly see Cena's lips moving, unless they genuinely don't think that we can actually see John Cena. Either way, he called Roman Reigns an asshole, said he needs to be taken down a peg or 2. That's all I needed to see. Can't wait to see the exchange between these two Friday night in Cleveland when I'll be there in person. What's up?
What's up?
So last Friday, it was Finn Balor. Sunday, it was John Cena. And Monday, chock full of surprises. Let us start with the return of Keith Lee, the big man, finally back on Raw after several months away due to undisclosed reasons, and WWE put him right back in the fire by having him answer Bobby Lashley's open challenge, a challenge in which the WWE Champion won clean as a whistle. A good showing for Lee here. I'm thrilled he's back. I don't like seeing him take an L in his first match back, but I get it. You gotta keep the champ strong here heading into SummerSlam. Hopefully bigger and better things are ahead for Keith Lee. The main takeaway here is he's back, he's healthy, he's on my TV screen, and that is a good start. I'm here for it. Plus, Lashley needed to look strong, you guys. You gotta have Bobby looking as unstoppable as possible, as humanly possible for that big epic showdown against his SummerSlam opponent, which turns out to be... Yep, the rumors were true. Bill Goldberg.
Why?
That's right, folks. WWE has brought back the 54-year-old WWE Hall of Famer for another championship match. All right, look, I know you guys want some kind of epic rant here. I've done many Bill Goldberg rants in my days, but look, this wasn't even the most egregious thing that happened last night, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna save it for now. All I will say is I'm tired of this. Tired of this. I understand the marketability of Goldberg. I understand he still moves the needle. I understand he is still a draw to the casual audience. All of that is great, but it doesn't mean we need the rinse and repeat of the same damn thing with him over and over and over and over and over. He shows up, he stares down whoever the champion is at the time, says, "I'm next," and then proceeds to have the same basic match for the most part that he always does. Last time we saw him, he couldn't beat Drew McIntyre. Now he gets a shot because he thinks he can beat the guy that Drew couldn't beat. Not buying it. No thanks. Don't care. Give me something else. Anything else. Give me Goldberg Riddle. Give me a Fiend redemption match. I don't care. Just bringing Goldberg back every, 6 months to challenge the WWE Champion and either lose or, God forbid, win and then drop it in his next title defense is just lazy. It's lazy booking. Stop it. If you're gonna have Goldberg on TV, I'm fine with it. Just get creative. Give me something I want to see. Oh, I don't know, like that dream match against Big E. Just throwing that out there. And lastly this week, Karrion Kross is officially a member of Monday Night Raw. You know, the dominant, unstoppable force in NXT, the man who has been unbeaten in singles action since coming to WWE, the NXT World Champion, that Karrion Kross. Yeah, well, welcome to the main roster, good sir. Everything you've done to this point does not mean a damn thing. Vince McMahon and the rest of the main roster creative team showed us last night exactly what they think of NXT, and that ain't much. They don't give a shit about what happens on NXT, and that is blatantly obvious. They essentially buried the entire brand last night, and that is not a term that I use lightly. They had their undefeated champion lose in his Raw debut in mere minutes to Jeff Hardy.
What?
Okay, so I get that Jeff Hardy is a former WWE champion, guaranteed Hall of Famer, and he cheated. But seriously, what the f***? What the absolute f***? First off, you didn't bring Scarlett up with him, so the very cool NXT entrance that he has, yeah, that's now become generic WCW NWO Revenge generic entrance number 5. And then on top of that, after literally months of Kross decimating the top stars across NXT, from Keith Lee to Damian Priest to Finn Balor to Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Pete Dunne, Santos Escobar, the list goes on. You have him job out in his first match to a guy who was literally losing to the likes of Elias, Jackson Ryker, and Jinder Mahal just weeks ago. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I don't know what the payoff here is. You've just destroyed everything that this guy did. He was unbeatable. He was unstoppable. There was the aura there. It's gone now. It's gone now. You threw it away for what? For what? To have Jeff Hardy get a roll-up win and put his feet up on the ropes inside of, 2-3 minutes? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. What's the payoff? I'm not saying Karrion Kross can't come back from this, but first impressions are everything, and you just threw him out in front of the main roster, the main roster fans, the casual fans for the first time, and gave him that?
Makes perfect sense.
This is not a good first showing for the reigning NXT champion through no fault of his own. Also, thank you, WWE, for killing all of the hype behind that big Karrion Kross Samoa Joe match that we were all looking forward to. Again, the aura's gone, man. You killed it, you squashed it, you buried it, and it ain't coming back. That's our video this time around. Make sure to give us the old thumbs up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel for more content like this, plus exclusive interviews and so much more.